Hey guys, again. Like I was saying, I was so happy that I was happy that what's that girl's name again? What did I call her? I was happy that Vacuum was not going to my middle school, right? Because one, I didn't want to keep giving her my lunch money, and that's why I was happy on that middle school. And then when I got to like high school, guess who popped up? Guess who came out of the blue, Yes, you guessed it, guys. It was Vacuum. So it was my first day. Actually, I was like in these other classes and I had to switch classes like for multiple reasons, maybe because I was like doing my work. And I was still mad because why? I had to go to high school. My sister wasn't because she was in this other high school and her papers didn't get transferred yet. I was so hell mad. So after a while, they switched me into this class, and the class was with, what's that girl's name again? It was the class with, Vacuum was in. And then after a while, I was ignoring her. At this point, when I got to high school, I was like, no one's gonna blame me. No one's gonna make fun of me anymore. Like, this is enough. Like, I had like 2 elementaries and 1 middle. No, this is not gonna work anymore. When I got to high school, I was like, I am putting my foot down. No one's gonna touch me, type stuff. So I bumped into a Vacuum one day, and I was like, don't I know this bitch? And then this bitch said her name, Vacuum. So I was like, oh my god, if Vacuum follow me to this high school, oh my god, it's gonna be so annoying. At this point, I didn't care. I was like, she is not this. We was never friends, So I was like, okay, Vacuum. So she came to me. She was like, oh, we was not talking. I didn't care if she was there or not, So I was being myself, type stuff, going to lunch, whatever, going to electives, to math, reading, or whatever class it was before, and I don't remember what happened, like a couple, like almost like end of the school year or something like. I think it was in the middle, like when it was like, I think it was exams or something like that. Damn, Vacuum came to me. She's like, oh, remember how we used to do, you giving me your lunch money and stuff like that? And I'm looking at her like, bitch, what are you on about? What do you want? She's like, oh, we could do this again, You could give me your lunch money and stuff like that. And I looked at her like, Vacuum, get out of my face at this point. She knows I was serious at this point because I was going to beat the shit out of her, So she was like, you don't want to do that thing anymore? I was like, no, dumbass. Like, bitch, get out of here. Like, go away. So, somehow, she was trying to do something. I was like, if you come to me with this bullshit again, what was her name again? I keep forgetting. Her name was, Vacuum. I was like, if you keep coming to me with this Vacuum, you're going to have a problem, because at this point, I will literally kick your ass at this point. That's what I was trying to tell her, and after a while, she dropped it. So I was like, okay, the bitch get it, she get it. Her brain is not that small that I thought it was, type stuff, and maybe like, after that, it was like, maybe like 2 weeks to a month passed, I found out, I was kind of happy at this moment, because it was like a big chip came off of my shoulders, because Vacuum was like a big chip. It was like something that was always putting me down at this moment. Maybe because I was remembering when it was like in elementary and middle school. I mean, elementary, type stuff, So it was like on announcements, type stuff, and usually I don't listen to no damn announcements, I usually listen to my radio or my phone at this point, At that point, I didn't have a phone. So let me be quiet and say I didn't have a phone. Anywho, at this point, I was maybe like, what grade I was in, what grade I was in. I think it was 2010, That's when I heard out that, Vacuum kick the bucket, you know. What I mean? Kick the bucket means to me that she died, you know. Anywho, when I heard that, I was like, yes, she is not gonna be like bugging me anymore about me getting my money, you know. So there was like, I don't know why they called me and these other 3 girls. For those 3 girls, they knew Vacuum, you know. They was her friend. I don't know why they called me. Because we was not acquaintances, we was nothing. In my mouth, we was nothing. You know, she was a bully. So why would I even, like, I don't know what to say. But anywho, I don't know why they call me up, because I don't know if they would think that I would have hard feelings, like, oh, Vacuum just died, you know, and stuff like that. Bitch, I was happy. In my mind, I'm trying not to make it look like I'm happy that this horrid, Vacuum just died, you know. So they was telling me the sad story, like, oh, did you hear about Vacuum? She died in her sleep and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah. Jesus, you saved me today. I don't have to hear about this girl, you know. And I was like, yes. Like, in my mind, like, I just lost a Buddha, you know. I don't have to see Vacuum anymore, you know. Anywho, so they was telling us, hey, you want to say anything to the regards of the parents of Vacuum? And those girls was like doing like a heartfelt, oh, we was friends, and they was talking about how they was friends and scratch whatever I don't even know about this girl named Vacuum, you know. So in my head, I'm like, she's like, and it was my turn, you know. It was like, Venetia, what are you gonna write for like on the card? And I was like, you really asking me? I didn't want to say that that I didn't want to tell them that Vacuum was bullying me, and I'm happy as hell that she's dead, you know. So I turned to them, and the logic thing to me, because I hated this whole, you know, the logic thing to me, I was like, sorry that you did. You're like, that's it? How could you? Vacuum was a good-hearted person and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't want to hear that she was whatever. To me, she was a piece of shit to me, you know. And she was taking my money. So I was like, what should I say? He was like, you should say something very heartful, you know. So I was like, sorry you're dead. That's all I'm gonna write, guys. Like, get out of my face, because now I'm getting irritated, you know. Because now you're trying to make me feel like I should feel bad because this bitch was bullying me and taking my damn lunch money, and I should have like a good heart and say, oh, I'm so sorry that she died, and oh my god, she was a good person. Look at my face. She was a bitch, and I'm so happy that she's dead. The funny thing about this, that I don't know if my mom was just playing, I don't know if someone hit her in her head and made her lost all her marbles in my mom's head, you know. She came to me because my sister already knew Vacuum already died, you know. My sister was like, are you gonna tell our mom that Vacuum is dead? And I was like, I wanted to beat the shit out of her at this moment. I'm like, don't even at this moment, I was like, shut up, blank, you know. And then she was like, so you're not? I was like, no, I'm not. Get out of my face. I'm happy as fuck that she's dead, you know. God damn. So after a while, my mom found out Vacuum kicked the bucket, you know. Vacuum was dead, you know. She's like, she was like, oh, I could have made you go to the funeral and stuff like that. And I heard she was your best friend. And I was like, to my mom, I was like, did someone hit you over your head? Did someone just made you blind and not see that Vacuum was bullying me and taking my money, you know? I don't know if her brain didn't just function right, you know? I don't know. I don't know if she was just pretending. I really don't know. Honest to God, I don't know what was in my mom's brain when she told me that. In my mind, I'm like, Mom, get out of my face at this moment, because now you're making me mad, you know? Because why are you even talking about Vacuum, you know? I don't like that girl. I never liked her. She was a bully. She hit me and all these other stuff. I was like, get out of my face. At this moment, I was getting angry. So when they was telling me that, when he was in this place, I cried. It was not that I was sad that she was dead. I was so relieved. Like, oh my God, like the weight just came off of me. I felt much lighter. I was like, thank you, Jesus. I never felt this way in my life. Thank you. You know, that, what's her name's dead, you know. Back onto the story that my mom was saying that, you know. And I looked at her like confused. Like she didn't know what was happening in my life, you know, that Vacuum was bullying me. So anywho, long story short, that would happen, you know. The moral of this story, if you have a bully and you heard that she or he died, you know, of course you're not going to feel no type of way. Because now you feel relieved, you know, that she's gone or he's gone, you know. I wanted my other bullies to die as well, you know, type shit, you know. Because I felt like, why are you bothering me? Why are you messing with me? I didn't really do nothing to you, you know. So the moral of the story, if you have a bully and just don't be a bully. The moral of the story, don't be a bully. Don't be a person who people hate you, you know, type stuff, you know. So, bye. Like this story, like and subscribe, turn on notification, and bye. I'll see you next week or next year. I don't know.